Hi there. Let us see game number 23. E4, C5, Sicilian defense, knight C3, E6, knight E2, knight C6, G3, D5, pawn captures, takes on D5, D3, knight to F6, bishop G2, bishop to E7, bishop G5, now D4, attacking C3 knight, knight captures, bishop captures knight, bishop captures bishop, knight E4, attacking bishop, bishop to E7, knight F4, Spassky castles on king side, Fischer's castles on king side, rook E8, queen to H5, attacking C5 pawn. Plan is capturing C5 pawn with knight and bishop takes and queen takes. Pawn to G6, attacking queen, and Spassky here kicking away queen from 5th rank. But here's Fischer played queen to D5, trying to exchange the queens. Then that is the possible move if he wanted to stay in the 5th rank. Bishop to F5, rook to E1, king to G7, pawn to A3, rook C8, H3, queen captures queen, knight captures queen, bishop F8, G4, bishop to E6, knight to F6, attacking rook on E8. It's a bad idea. Rook D8 from E5, G5, bishop to D6, rook E4, lifting E file rook, and then planning for rook to H4 to threatening H7 capture. Knight E7, rook H4, rook H8, rook to E1, knight to F5, attacking rook, rook to E4, bringing back from H file, pawn to H6, H4, pawn takes on G5, rook to H4, Spassky, you would have played pawn C4 and bringing C8 rook to, you know, he should have opened C file rather than playing rook to H4. He wanted to exchange rooks and simplify the position, but it's a bad idea. Rook captures rook, knight captures rook, rook E4, attacking knight. Now he can play knight to F5, or he can take bishop on G2, but it would be better if he takes bishop. But here Spassky played knight to F5, knight F4, attacking bishop, bishop a2, knight d5 from f file, bishop takes knight, knight takes bishop, king f8, king to f1, rook e8, rook captures rook, king captures rook, knight f6 check, king d8, bishop captures on b7, bishop to f4 attacking g5 pawn, knight e4 protecting g5 pawn. Spassky played bishop to c1. Now one of these a3 and b2 pawn has to go because there is no other way defending both the pawns. So here Fischer decided to protect a pawn, so he pushed to a4, bishop captures pawn, knight captures pawn, bishop c1 attacking g5 pawn. Now bishop to e4 to capture f5 knight, bishop captures pawn, bishop captures knight, pawn captures bishop. Now b3, knight to b3 attacking d4 pawn, bishop f6 protecting d4 pawn, king g2, king d7, king to g3, king to e6, knight to a5, bishop e5 check, king h4, king to f6, not king f6, he played bishop to f6 here, check. Now Fischer played king to h5, not a good move, king d5, king h6, king to c5, king h7, king to b4 attacking a4 pawn. Now knight c6 check. If king takes on a4, knight takes on a7, king c3, king to g8, king takes c2 pawn, king takes f7 pawn, bishop to h8, a5, king captures d3 pawn, a6, king e2, knight captures a7 pawn. Now Spassky will basically will play bishop to d4 after pawn to d3, because now if he captures, knight will come to c6 and Fischer will promote a6 pawn. So here Spassky played pawn to d3, not capturing f2 pawn, knight c6. Now bishop cannot be occupying d4 square, as d4 square is in control of c6 knight. So Spassky played d2, pawn to a7, pawn d1, promoted to queen, a8, promoted to queen, both promoted and their pawns to queens, queen d5 check, king to g6, queen e6 check, king to h7, bishop c3, knight to d8 attacking queen, queen to e7 check, king g6, queen to f6, check. If he moves his king to h7, it's a checkmate. So king move to h5, queen to h8, check. Now king to g5 will win the knight on d8 and obviously the game as well. So Fischer played king to g6, queen to g7. Spassky unnecessarily giving f5 pawn, or else Spassky should have played queen to f6, protecting f5 pawn, and then queen h5, and he can take f2 pawn then. But here Fischer will capture f5 pawn. Queen captures on f5, queen f6, king to g4, queen g6, king to f4, king d6, king to f5. If you place king to d4, e4, then it will be checkmated by queen to e5. So Fischer played king to f5, queen d7, check, king to g5, king e7, check, king f5, queen f6, king g4, only square. If you place king e4, it's a checkmate. So the only square is king to g4, queen to g6, king f4, bishop d2, king e5, queen g5, check, king e6, queen to g4, check, king to f7, queen d7, check, king to g6. Here both agreed to a draw. That's the end of game number 23. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.